Today, we're going to be buying and ranking my top 10 legendary motorsports vehicles. Now, this is obviously going to be an expensive video because the legendary motorsport vehicles are very expensive, so we're going to be going on a spending spree. Fortunately for me, since they are my top 10 favorite, I do own a couple of them already, so I'm not going to have to go mental on that. But you may be thinking, well, how do you know they're your top 10 if you don't even own them yet? Well, this is a different account, right? I started this as a level 1 probably about 4 months ago, so we're just going to be purchasing them here today. So as you can see, we're standing on level 5 of my 50 car garage. You may be wondering, what is on the other levels? Well, let me tell you. On level 1 is my limited release vehicles. These are the vehicles that came out, they were out for a week, and then they are gone. They'll probably come back. They always do. They'll probably come back in like a year from now, a few months. But as of right now, they're limited. No one else can get them. Level 2, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about level 2, okay? If you know, you know, but we're not going to talk about it. And on level 3, we have my top 10 Benny's vehicles. Absolutely love these things, especially the Obey 10F there in the corner. Mwah. And then in number 4, we have my top 10 legendary motorsport vehicles. Again, absolutely beautiful, especially that nice little, what is it? Like a BMW M3 wagon. Love it. But today, it's all about the top 10 legendary motorsports vehicles. Most likely going to be the best out of the 3, because these are going to be awesome vehicles. The thing I should mention, if you want to see all the other levels, I do have videos on them. I'll leave them in the description and maybe some of them at the end of the video. So after you've seen this, if you were interested in checking those out too, you can do it by clicking the link in the description. Or they'll be linked in the description, I should say. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump into our top 10 legendary motorsport vehicles. Okay, here we are in legendary motorsport. So starting off at number 10, ladies and gentlemen. So two things before we get into this. Number 1, this is going to be a very expensive video. It's going to be probably more than 20 million I'm going to be spending here today. But you know what? It is what it is. I want to get these cars in my top 10 favorite. We're doing it. The second thing I should mention is these are all my personal favorite. These aren't the top 10 fastest legendary motorsports cars. These aren't the top 10 most beautiful legendary well, I think they are. Motorsports cars. These are my personal top 10 favorite legendary motorsport cars. Okay, so the way we're going to do this is I'm going to purchase the car here with you, and then we're going to take it into my auto shop. We're going to fully customize it, see what it looks like, and then take it into our 50 car garage. So we're not only going to be purchasing and ranking our top 10 legendary motorsports vehicles, we're going to be purchasing and fully upgrading our top 10 motorsports vehicles. So yeah, let's get it started. Starting off at number 10. The Comet S2 Cabrio. This is one that you probably think to yourself, what on earth? It's not that great of a car. Listen, I love Porsches, and I think they did such a good job of making this car look so similar. I just have to have one. And I want one in real life, and I know what color and everything I want it to be, so we're going to be building that today. All right, and here she is, the Fisker Comet S2 Cabrio Sports. They actually did a really good job of making this car sound as similar to actual Porsches in real life. If you are a car lover, you know the sound. They're very distinctive. I'm not saying this sounds exactly like it, but it's close. It's closer than any other cars in the game, and I'm sure that wasn't a mistake. So here she is before, and here she is after, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna be honest, the interior, you can't do it exactly as I wanted it. I've seen a few that are like this color blue, but they have like a white interior, and it just looks so clean. But we didn't change the wheels. We did very minimal changes to the vehicle itself. So let's go ahead, listen to what it sounds like, and put it into our garage. All right, the sun is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We can have a little bit of a better look at this vehicle. Let's go ahead and take the roof off so we can see it in its full form. I want one. I want one in real life. I want all of these cars in my top 10 in real life, but I want one. It is supposed to be a white interior. This is as close as I could get, unfortunately. But isn't she a beauty? Listen to this thing. All right, there she is again. One of my favorites simply because of the look of it. Even though this is my number 10, I do think this thing is awesome. If you love Porsches in real life, you need to get one of these in game. It looks exactly like it, and it is just breathtaking. All right, let's take this thing into the garage and set it up as our very first top 10 legendary motorsports vehicle. Will you move? All right, here she is. The white actually does look a little bit. Can I leave the roof down, or does it have to stay up? Let me see. It sucks. Unfortunately, I can't put the roof down inside here. But it does look more white in here. So I do like it. Look at it. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about cost. To purchase this vehicle, as you guys saw, is 1.797 million. So almost 1.8 million. And then to fully upgrade this vehicle costs 209,000, bringing the total cost, if you want to fully upgrade this thing like I have, is 2 million. Now keep in mind, I did not put a turbo on this. I don't like the sound of the turbos on all of the cars. I like them sounding more raw. So it doesn't have a turbo. It doesn't have fully upgraded like bumpers and stuff. This one is a customized bumper, but obviously you're going to pay more if you want to upgrade it more than I have. But 2 million is the cost if you want this exact one. Coming in at our number 9 spot, this is one again you probably didn't expect to be on my list, is the Shafter V12, the Benefactor Shafter V12. The reason this has always been, I think, one of the best sounding cars in this game. I love it when you have it at the nightclub. I love it when you have to do missions and the bad guys are driving this thing around. It's awesome. Let's pick it up. Should also note, you can get the regular or armored variants. We're just getting the regular because, yeah, I'm not driving around this in a public lobby trying to be some drug lord. You know what I mean? We're just having fun, and I love this thing, and it's beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here she is, the Benefactor V12. And without even customizing it, it looks beautiful. But one of the main reasons I bought this, just have a listen to this. Have a little listen. The sound. It's awesome. All right, let's customize this thing. Let's have one more listen. All right, the Benefactor Shafter V12. Let's have a little look. So this is the before, and here she is after, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of a beast. Listen. You know, I kept it the color it was actually already in, the wine red, and I just stuck like black wheels on it. They're not perfectly black. I didn't want the black ones. I made them more of like a charcoal color. But, you know, I was going to keep this just as a nice, beautiful luxury sedan. But I was like, you know what? This thing's a bloody beast. Let's go ahead and upgrade it a little bit more. So that's what we've got. Let's take this thing for a spin. All right, here she is in her full beauty. But let's take a little listen to this. It's a beauty. It is an absolute beast. I love it. I actually love it. I was going to do it like black on black, but I don't know. This works. This absolutely works. All right, let's take her in and talk to you about the prices. So, the total cost of this vehicle, if you wanted to customize it exactly the same as I have here, again, I don't have a turbo or anything like that on it. It is fully upgraded though. It has like the full engine, the full brakes, the race transmission, everything like that, just no turbo. But if you want to get this exact one, the price of the car is $325,000. The upgrades are $270,000, bringing the total cost for this entire vehicle to $595,000. Incredible. Definitely well worth it. Definitely. All right, let's move on. In our number 8 slot, we have the Jubilee, ladies and gentlemen. The RollsRoyce Cullinan, let's be honest. I wanted to have a 4x4, or I shouldn't say 4x4, an SUV, and it's a RollsRoyce Cullinan. It's a beast. We're going to make this thing look beautiful, and it's also really, really fast. Let's go ahead and purchase this thing for how much is it? Oh my God. 1.6. 1.6. Oh. So the Enos Jubilee, aka the RollsRoyce Cullinan. So here she is before, and here's the after, ladies and gentlemen. I just kept it pretty simple. I even put chrome wheels on it, which I never really do, but it's a luxury vehicle, you know what I mean? We just wanted to keep it simple. We've gone for the panda theme. It's just white on white with black. Well, you couldn't really change the interior, which is a shame, which is really weird. Maybe if I take it to the agency, maybe you can customize it there, but I'm not going to do that right now. But I think it looks beautiful. It's just very nice and clean. I would love one of these in real life. Again, maybe in white with the black badge package, if you're familiar with Rolls-Royce or you like cars. That's what I'd love. But anyway, here she is. Let's take her out. Wah-wah-wee-wah. All right, this thing, like I say, is rapid. It is a very quick SUV. It turns like a yacht, but it is fast off the line. So let's take a little look at this before the sun goes down.
Dad, I went to the dentist.
I'm glad you went to the dentist. I mean, look at it. Isn't it nice? It's just very clean. I like it. I think I could have gone overboard, but I wanted it to be nice and tasteful. And you nearly hit my car. And I think we've done a really good job of that. Let's have a listen.
Okay, I'll try to pick up my lunch.
Yeah, I mean, not the greatest sound, but excuse you. Not the greatest sound, but she's a beaut. All right, so let's talk about the cost of this thing right here. If you wanted to do the exact same vehicle for yourself. So to purchase this vehicle has a big price tag. 1.6, just over 1.6 million. And then to fully upgrade it the way I have right here is an additional 310,000, bringing the cost of this vehicle to just shy of $2 million. 2 million. Do you think it's worth it? I don't know. All right, let's move on. So coming in at number 7 is the Bentley Deity, which is obviously the Bentley. I absolutely love this car. I already know what I want this thing to look like because I saw one at a dealership near my house recently, and the color, I'm going to make it exactly the same as that one if I can. But anyway, let's go ahead and purchase the thing. As I'm purchasing it, it is currently on sale. When you're watching this video on Friday, it is not on sale, unfortunately. You missed it by a day or two. So anyway, let's go ahead and buy it. All right, here she is. Another big boat, kind of similar to the Rolls, but I know exactly what I want to do with this. I'm probably going to keep the stock wheels as well. But let's take her into the garage. Okay, here she is before, and here she is after, ladies and gentlemen. I've tried making it almost exactly the same, like I say, as the one that was at the dealership near my house. I don't know if I've done it justice. I'm not going to be able to find a picture of it. I think it sold months ago. But here she is. Absolutely gorgeous, if you ask me. All right, let's take her out. I could have gone for a lighter green as the undertone, and I was considering it. But in all honesty, I'm happy with what we got here. I also went with the stock wheels. I wish you could make like the inserts a little darker, like black, because that's more so what they were like in real life. It's black instead of like that silver gray they have. Still machined on the outside like these are, but more black on the interior. I wish you could do that, but you can't. So here she is. I think it's beautiful. Let's listen to it. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. I just think it's a gorgeous car. I mean, I was going to say I'm a little biased. I'm biased, like I own one of these. But I just think it's really, really good looking. And as soon as I saw that one in real life at the dealership, I was like, oh my God, I need to make one of these in game. And I've done it. I have completed it. I was going to get the two-door version as well, but you know what? I'm happy with the four-door. It's a beast. Again, would love one in real life, but yeah, not going to happen. Let's take her in. All right, so here she is, and like always, let's go over the prices of this thing. So if you want to purchase this vehicle, it's currently on sale for 1.1 million, but you're not going to be able to get on sale, unfortunately. But we're just talking about what I paid. And then 239,000 in upgrades, and then the final cost for this exact vehicle right here behind me was 1.3 million. I'll take it. So coming in at number 6, we have the Grotti Italy GTO. I absolutely love this car. I love the look of it. The rear of it is just beautiful. Obviously, it's based off of, I believe, the Ferrari 812, and it is just... Let's go ahead and purchase this thing and do it up and see what it looks like and throw it in the garage. The Grotti Italy GTO, aka the Ferrari F12, 812. Not F12. 812. All right, so here she is before, and here she is after, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, let's be honest, it's a Ferrari. We're going to have to go red, but it is what it is. You know, my favorite Ferrari is probably the F12 TDF, and I would love that in like a charcoal, like metallic gray or something like that. But I tried doing it, and I feel like the metallic grays in this game are pretty awful. Or any like metallic charcoal, silver, graphite. They just don't look good. So we've gone for the red and black. It's always a winner. Carbon fiber wheels, carbon fiber accents. It's beautiful. I love it. Let's take it out for a spin and put it in the garage. Oh yeah, baby. And here she is. Looking good. Looking slick. Absolutely love it. I feel like I've seen this in real life, this exact car. It looks like the Novitec version. I'm sure you guys have seen it out and about. Well, not in real life, but, you know, on YouTube or something. But let's have a listen. And you can hear there is a turbo on this. I did put a turbo on this one. The handling on this thing is incredible. Absolutely incredible as I almost go into a lamppost. I was going to say brakes, not so much, but you can't really brake when you're midair. All right, let's take her on into the garage, go over the prices, and let you know what I think. So here she is, my number 6, ladies and gentlemen. We've got quite the collection going on here. A lot of different colors too. I like it. Okay, if you want to purchase this vehicle for yourself, it is an expensive one coming in at just over 1.9 million. Now we have $375,000 worth of upgrades, bringing the total cost to this, definitely the most expensive we have so far, at $2.3 million. Let's move on to the next one. In the number 5 spot, we have the Grotti Turismo Classic, based off of one of my all-time favorite vehicles, the Ferrari F40. I'm not going to be going too crazy on this. I already know I want it to look beautiful, original, but this is definitely my number 5 vehicle, coming in at 705 grand. Let's customize it and put it in the garage. So here she is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the stock version. And in all honesty, I was going to do it like when I was a kid. I had a toy version of this and it was in black. And I was like, oh, I'd love to have one like the black one I had as a kid. But I think we're going to keep it with red. So let's go ahead and do this thing up. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here she is before. And there's not going to be too much changes, I'll be honest. But we'll see the little subtle differences. So here she is before. And here she is after, ladies and gentlemen. Not much differences. I wanted to keep the wheels stock because these are special wheels and they look as close as the original ones. So I can't change them. We did put one little groove in the bonnet there. The original F40 has 2 of them that are more higher up, but this is as close as we can get. We did change the front bumper again, just a little bit to make it look more like the original. The interior, the original had red seats, so we made it red. And then we changed the wing on the back to look as close to the original F40 as possible. It's unfortunate that in this game, they make cars look almost identical to the real world ones, but this looks awful. I wish it had the same rear end as the actual F40. They made this before they started making the cars look identical, so I don't know if there was some like laws they had to kind of weave their way through. I think if they were to make this car again, they would make it look like the original. But in all honesty, I think they'll probably wait until like GTA 6 to start redoing these cars. So anyway, let's take this thing out for a spin and put it in the garage. So here she is, ladies and gentlemen, my beautiful Ferrari F40. There's not too much changed on this. Like I say, we've added a different spoiler to make it a little bit different. We changed the mirrors from orange to red. We've just made it look like the original. That's all we've done. So let's take a little listen to this thing. I love the dials. Look at the dials at night. You see that? Look at the dials. See, I'm going mental. All right, let's take this thing for a spin. Obviously, it's a classic vehicle, so it's not going to drive incredible, but it will look incredible. I don't know about you guys. I mean, everyone had that poster car as a kid, you know what I mean? And this was just my generation, the Ferrari F40. Absolutely love it. Let's take it on in, give you guys a rundown of the prices, and move on to the next one. Okay, so you can see it a little bit better in the lighting in here. So this car, if you wanted to purchase it, it is $705,000. So it's not too expensive. It did come out quite a while ago. To fully upgrade this thing was $197,000, bringing the total cost of this vehicle to $902,000. Less than $1 million for a beautiful work of art. And in the number 4 slot, that is right, ladies and gentlemen, it is an F1 car. I don't talk about it very often, but I absolutely love Formula 1. And it would be stupid for me to not have one of these in my top 10. So this is the one we're going for. It's not the most, like, current version. I would say this one looks probably the most current out of all of them. But we're going for this one. I love the style of it. I love the look of it. Let's go ahead and get the Progen PR4 coming in at $3.5 million. All right, so here she is, my F1 car. Now, there's a few teams I could do, right? We could do Ferrari, make it red. We could do Mercedes, make it the silver arrow. or we could make it black like the current modern Ferrari, the one for this year, 2023. Or I think the most unique color would be the Aston Martin, since there is a color in this game that looks exactly like it. But anyway, here it is before, and here she is after, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie, this color, so this is the Aston Martin, which are doing great this year, I may add, in F1. But the Ferrari looked the best, obviously, having it red. The silver didn't look that great. Obviously, if you do like a navy blue or something like that, you could say it's Red Bull. But this is close. This is very close to the Aston Martin color. And we're rooting for Aston, okay? We're rooting for Aston. So this is what we've gone for. Let's see what this thing can do. This thing, we've upgraded. This was fast already, and we've fully upgraded this thing. So let's see. All right, so it is late at night, but the color actually looks fine at nighttime. We don't need to see it too much. So let's go ahead and see what this thing does. See what it sounds like first of all. All right, now let's take it for a drive. Obviously, very fast. Obviously, very nimble. Turns on a dime right here. Love the sound of it. Brakes are incredible, as you would imagine. Let's go ahead and see what this thing can do coming to a stop. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, like immediately. This thing stops on a dime. All right. It's not very good at turning, to be honest with you, at like slow speeds. Like the turning radius is awful. But at high speed, obviously, this thing is nimble. Super speed! All right. Okay, I can just drive this thing around all day. Let's take it in. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen. We got the white tires on there. Means they're hard tires. Anyway, if you want to know what the price of this thing, if you want to purchase it yourself, obviously this is my most expensive vehicle I have here. The cost to buy it was 3.5 million plus 352,000 in upgrades, bringing the total cost of this just shy of $3.9 million. This was an expensive one. I got to do a few more Cayo Pericos to pay for this thing. And here we are coming into our top 3, ladies and gentlemen. In our number 3 slot, I have the Jugular. Similar to the Benefactor V12 that I had in my number 9 slot. The reason I love this car so much, not only is it beautiful, based off of the beautiful Jaguar XE Project 8, but it also sounds incredible. Let's go ahead, purchase this thing, customize it, put it in the garage and see what it can do. So here we are with the Ocelot Jugular, ladies and gentlemen. I actually chose this in blue, and it's not going to be too far off. It's going to stay blue. But anyway, this is what it looks like before. It actually already looks like a pretty decent car. They've made it look pretty similar as well. But anyway, here it is before, and here it is after, ladies and gentlemen. So I really had in my head this blue color for this car. I'm not sure why. The original press release of this vehicle, the actual Jag in real life, was like an orange, burnt orange color. But I think they did have it in blue also. But either way, this is just what I had in my head. And I think it turned out beautiful. And we don't have any blue cars. So this one has been added. The blue interior is a little bit of a different blue, but no one's going to notice that. All right, let's take this thing out for a spin, take it into the garage, and let you know how much this thing cost. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen. Quite possibly one of the coolest blues in the game, if you ask me. Like a nice sporty racing blue. But this is what it looks like. Look at that sheen, man. It's just such a good looking car. So the reason that I wanted this car and wanted to put this on my list, it is definitely one of the best, most unique sounding cars in the game. Let's listen to the startup. All right, now let's listen to this. You hear that crackle when you start slowing down? Let's listen to it one more time. It just sounds so cool. Now, in real life, I'm not a huge fan of this specific sound. I think it does sound a little ricey, if you ask me. But as far as in-game, let's have another listen. It's just so unique, man. There's nothing like it in the game. And it's gorgeous. Absolutely drop-dead gorgeous. And it doesn't hurt that it's a great-looking British car. All right, let's throw this one into the garage. We are coming up to our top 2 now, ladies and gentlemen. That is right, our top 2. Okay, so here we are in the garage, full of color, I may add. Look at it. It's a beautiful, absolutely beautiful color. So if you want to purchase this car for yourself, the full price of this is 1.2 million, or just over 1.2 million. To fully upgrade it, it's about 320,000, bringing the total cost to this vehicle, if you want this exact one, to $1.5 million. But look at that blue. Tell me it isn't gorgeous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to our top 2 vehicles. What could they be? We have 2 spaces left. Let's move on to number 2. In my number 2 spot, we have the Pegassi Torero, aka the new gen, excuse you, sir, the new gen Lamborghini Countach. This is a gorgeous car. I already own this, so you are not going to be able to see me purchase this and upgrade it. I think I do have a video on my channel, actually, of me upgrading this thing, but look at this. We went all out. We got the yellow tire smoke and everything. So when I upgraded this car, I wasn't sure what I was going to do to it, but I think it came out absolutely gorgeous with the black and yellow. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But to purchase this car full price, it's 2.8 million. Just under, well, it's 2.89 million, just under $3 million or $2.9 million to purchase this thing. It is very expensive. I'm gonna guess it cost about 300,000 to fully upgrade this thing, and it is fully upgraded. So I'm guessing if you want this exact car, you're looking at around 3.2 million. But it is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. We have the stock wheels on there. Let's have a little listen. Oh, we were close to the tree there. Oh my god. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, let's take it into the garage. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. Do we keep the door up? Let's put it down. Let's put it down. There she is, the black and yellow, I was going to say Ferrari, Lamborghini Countach. So like I said, I already told you the price. You're looking at around 3.3 million to make your car look exactly like this one. I think it's gorgeous. It's incredibly fast. It's really, really good at handling. And yeah, it's just a beauty. Like I say, I already own my top 2 vehicles. Spoiler alert. So let's, without further ado, I should say, let's move on to number 1. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the Aston Martin Victor. Now, in real life, this is quite possibly my favorite car. Have I ever seen one in real life? No. Have I ever been in one? No. But I think it is drop dead gorgeous. And if you don't know, it is based off of the Aston Martin Victor. I'll throw a picture up on screen right here. It's just gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. I think that, yeah, these are the stock wheels that came with the vehicle. Again, probably one of the best wheels in the game, if you ask me. As far as just like styling and looks are concerned, especially in the aftermarket, or not aftermarket, but like the limited release vehicles where they have special edition wheels that are like one of one. I think this is one of the best. I mean, just look at them. We had to do it in this color right here. It's not chrome, it is a metal. I wanted to do it in like a metallic silver or gray, like a James Bond Aston Martin. But the metallics, like I say in this game, the grays just aren't very good. So this is the closest thing that I could get. But look at this thing. It's a little bigger, I think, in-game than in real life. It looks really long. But let's have a little listen to this thing, shall we? You didn't see anything. Jesus Christ. Why you gotta crash into me like that, bro? Huh? On my number 1 favorite car, you've got to do me like that. All right, let's take this thing into our garage and let's go over all of our top 10. I'll talk to you about the price of this one. And then, yeah, let's just move on to the garage. She's a beaut. You cannot deny that that is just, oh, such a good looking car, man. Such a good looking car. It's just so aggressive. It's literally like the epitome. Obviously, you have American muscle cars, right? This is just the epitome of like a British muscle car. It is just such a badass, mean-looking thing. Okay, If you want to purchase one of these for yourself, the price of this is very expensive. It's just shy of 3 million. Now, to fully upgrade this thing, again, I don't know. I did do it a while ago. I think I have a video on my channel of me fully upgrading it if you want to go take a look at that. But it's probably, I'm guessing, the average, I would say, is around 300,000, give or take 50,000. So you're looking at around 3.3 million if you want to buy this thing and fully upgrade it. But this is it. This is my personal favorite top 10 legendary motorsport vehicles. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Which one is your favorite? Let's start off here at number 1. I actually really like how this turned out. Like I say, though, it just looks so similar to the real life Porsche that I had to have it. And when you take that top down, it is beautiful. So what is your favorite? 10, 9 being, this thing's a beast though. I know it's cheap. I know even to fully upgrade this thing is less than 600 grand after purchasing it, but it just sounds so good. Let's have one more little listen, shall we? Just for the sake of it. It's probably the best sounding car in the game. Yeah. Oh, yes. Anyway, what's your favorite? 10, 9, 8. Looking beautiful. I like the chrome rims. I was going to say rims and wheels, okay? So what was it? 10, 9, 8, 7 with the Bentley, 6 with the Ferrari, 5 with the Aston Martin F1 car, 4 with the Ferrari F40 looking beautiful, 3 with the Jaguar Type 8, I believe it was called. I actually really like how it turned out, though. I really, really like how it turned out. It sounds cool. That blue just pops. That blue and black, it just looks so good. Anyway, 3, 2, our Lamborghini next gen or new gen Countach, or 1, our Aston Martin Victor. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I would be really interested. Let me know what your favorite cars are. Top 10 legendary vehicles. I'd be super interested. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Like I say, this is my personal favorite top 10 legendary motorsport vehicles. I'm not saying these are the best, but they're my best. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing. 78% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. Please, I would appreciate it if you subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it, share it if you think somebody else may enjoy it, and I'll see you guys, as always, tomorrow with a brand new video. Goodbye. Wah wah wee wah.